and turn it into a carbon fuel. And that takes heat. And any industrial process that takes heat is going to require water to remove the heat from the system. The significance of that for other water users is very simple. Within Colorado, we have a fixed amount of water. And climate change is suggesting that in the future we may have less water. So what it's done is it's created a little tug-of-war between the Front Range, which is realizing if we don't stake our claim to some sort of future supply, we know the oil companies are there. So it's sort of escalated the tension between, is Colorado's remaining water going to be used to meet the Colorado Front Range population boom, or is it going to be used to meet energy? My impression is that the folks in Wyoming and Utah have been sort of shocked or not so pleasantly surprised by a renewed interest in the green by Colorado Front Range. For example, Utah also has a potential for a large energy industry in very eastern Utah, and they have the same needs that Colorado will have if an energy industry goes.
At times, the list of new demands seems endless. Rafters, ranchers, fishermen, and households use the green. But there are new interests lobbying for a nuclear power plant to be cooled by its water. American Indian tribes are determined to claim their place at the table for a resource they hold essential and sacred. Each generation reinvents the world through new technologies. Yet the issues seen by the one-armed man on the banks of the Green in 1869 remain.
I think we need to go back to some theory that John Wesley Powell was espousing on the development of the West, and we need to pay more attention to watersheds and be realistic about what watersheds are capable of producing and handling, and making the people that are living within those watersheds responsible for their health and well-being.
I'm an optimist about the future, and the reason I am is that I've spoken to both sides on these issues, and it's maybe too bad we have sides. If you talk to the ranchers upstream on the Green, they'll say, we love that river as much as you do, but we do have to grow our hay. If you talk to environmentalists, they'll say, it's a holy place, it's a wonderful place, it's part of our spirit, our soul, but in order to protect it, we're willing to give a little bit of it away. And I still believe in the compromise process.
There are a lot of consequences that go along with the idea of ceasing to develop our natural resources. It's absolutely doable to have multiple uses of the Green River Basin or any other place. It just has to be well thought out. It has to be done responsibly with an understanding of all the values, the wildlife values, the clean air values, and the resources that are underground, and done in a way where all those values are conserved.
The Green River is owned by the American public. It is their river. They're the ones that elect the officials who make the decisions. They're the ones that have the power to rein in the special interests. They're the only ones that can rein in the special interests. If people care about the Green River, they need to come to the table. They need to pick up the phone and they need to call their congressman and demand that the Green River is protected as wild and scenic.
The reality of it is, with the limited resources that we have in the West, we have to be good water managers, and we have got to figure out how to share, how to treat our water properly, and how not to waste it. And that's everybody's responsibility, not just water managers. It's the guy who's watering his lawn out there or washing his car and letting the hose run. It's a responsibility that we all share.
The river is not just a source of water. It's not just a place to mine. It's not a place to run cattle. It's its own living entity. It's the heart of this whole region. And it really needs to be given that respect. So that's what I hope the future holds. My own future on the river, I just hope to keep doing this as long as possible, as long as I can possibly make it, and then at the end, throw my ashes in the river and let me go on down.
In 1869, John Wesley Powell slipped a wooden boat into the Green River. He wondered, what next? In the 21st century, the question endures.
To learn more about the Green River, visit us online at kued.org/Green River. Check out our interactive maps, read transcripts of interviews, and find out about resources and related KUED productions.
Green River, Divided Waters is made possible in part by the contributing members of KUED. Thank you.